What is good, YouTube? What's good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona and one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And we are back with another trailer breakdown and analysis. And we are talking about Project Eve, or let's use the proper name here, Stellar Blade. Man, oh man, this is a game that I have been extremely excited for since I first saw it last year. And even from then to now, I think the game even looks even more beautiful than it does right now. You get what I'm saying? I'm really excited to show you guys this trailer, break this down. I'm really excited for this because Eve, that's her name, that's the main character's name. Her name is Eve. Eve is looking like a badass on multiple levels, I might add. But not only that, the world, the environment, the music, everything about this trailer that we're about to watch, it resonates with me, man. It really jumps out at you, and I really think you guys are gonna appreciate this. So let's get into the trailer, guys. I'm gonna break some stuff down, and we're gonna take a look at the official blog that the director of Stellar Blade put out, right? But yo, first let's get to the trailer, guys. Let's watch this. Let's see what's going on. And sit back, relax, guys, and enjoy this breakdown. I appreciate y'all.
그날은 갑자기 찾아왔지.
So off rip, they trying to let you know. Captured on PlayStation 5, a mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, obviously, you know, certain areas you can tell with cinematic because obviously, like, you know, this area here where we're talking to the Oracle, you know, this is obviously a cinematic or whatever. But there's certain areas in this trailer that I'm like, nah, is that gameplay? Is that cinematic? Is that, you know, we'll see.
그놈들은 무자비했고 인간들은 무력했어. 인류는 형편없이 무너져갔네.
자이오니아, 버려진 자들의 도시지. 전성기에는 10만 명 이상이 살았던 곳이야.
Yo, so what's so interesting here is, like, you know, the city is called, and we're gonna see a little bit later. The person that's talking right now, his name is Adam. He's one of the main characters that's gonna be alongside Eve. But one of the cool things about this trailer is that, you know, it's very Matrix-esque, right? With certain parts like Zion, you know, with the city, and then we're gonna see later in the trailer that's gonna be real reminiscent of some Matrix stuff. I'm gonna point it out. I'm sure a lot of you, if you watch the trailer already, you already know what I'm talking about as well.
아래 건설한 도시라니.
Yo, can we yo, hold on, man. Can we just talk about how beautiful this game looks right now, guys? Like, this is an extremely beautiful looking game. When I first saw this, I was blown away. And obviously we were watching it through the State of Play live stream, so obviously, you know, it's compressed and all this other stuff. But when you actually look at the 4K 60 FPS upload of this trailer, my God, this game shines so brightly, so beautiful. This is an extremely beautiful looking game, man. And this character, you know, she looks great here.
여긴 무덤인 건가요?
아니, 이곳의 주민들은 에너지 고갈로 잠들어 있는 거야. 이대로 간다면 영원한 어둠뿐이지.
So when I first seen like this background here and all this other stuff, right? Like what old girl is looking at, I'm thinking, yo, is that the machine? Remember back in the Matrix with the machine world, where like they were using humans as electricity, and all this other stuff to keep them alive and running and stuff like that. I was like, yo, first you got the city of Zion, then you got this like big machine world looking area. I'm like, yo, this is dope though. Like I'm liking this story premise, man. It's really dope. And really what Adam is saying is like, you know, there's like energy depletion. So like, you know, you got all these people that are in like this deep hibernation sleep to conserve resources and all this other stuff. The world is dying, all these crazy things. You're gonna see it as we continue in the trailer.
에너지 고갈로 잠들어 있는 거야. 이대로 간다면
Yo, can we talk about Eve for a second? Yo, the main character in this game, Eve, she looks very, very beautiful. Like this character model is extremely, extremely beautiful. Like that, very striking. This is definitely one of the first things I noticed. Even last year when I seen the trailer, you know, I was just like, yo, she looks great. Like everything about this looks great. But even now, when we're looking at this brand new trailer, you know, beautiful. Like this, you know, shout out to Shift Up. Those are the developers that made this game. Shout out to them because they absolutely outdid themselves when it came to this game. She's got the long hair. I like the aesthetic of her outfit here, where, you know, it's very detailed. Oh damn, she got a choker on. Yo, Shift Up was like, yo, we are gonna make a game that we know gamers are gonna love. You feel me? Like they hitting all the right notes here. You feel me? Let's continue.
영원한 어둠뿐이지. 이봐, 우리를 도와줘.
조심해. 리스팅되지 않는 네이티브야.
So I don't know if you saw right here, you know, the subtitles here at the bottom, but it says watch out, as it's an unlisted native, a native, right? So natives or natives, these are pretty much the enemies that you're going to be coming across throughout the entirety of your game. There's going to be boss level natives, and also you know, obviously smaller enemies that you'll be coming across. One of the interesting things here is like natives. I wonder what the meaning of that is, right? Because, you know, native, you know, if we were to just put native, you know, as an, you know, just the word native really means like, you know, people that were born around that area, or, you know, that's their home or whatever the case may be, right? And, you know, it's interesting that they would use that word to describe the enemy. So I'm thinking, okay, you're fighting natives, huh? Like what's the significance with that? I picked up on that like right away. I'm like, it's interesting that we fighting natives, right? So are these like enemies that were living on the planet first, and, you know, they got due to some type of virus or sickness or mutation or whatever, they turned into the monsters that we see? You know, what could it be? It's pretty interesting. I can't wait. The story definitely has me interested, and obviously we see Eve and old girl, I forgot, I think her name is Anna, old girl here as well. Pretty interesting. And then look at the hair physics, man. Yo, the hair physics in this game, that's another thing. The hair physics in this game is about to be crazy. Can we slow that down real quick, guys, just to look at that? We gotta look at that. We gotta look at that in slow motion. Can we just look at the hair physics? Yo, the hair, yo. Hey, yo, Eve kinda on it, you feel me? Yo, that hair physics is crazy. We gotta play that back one more time. That is crazy. Yo, that hair physics is fire. That's fire. That's fire. Also, we got this little robot here in the background. So, I think this is, you know, I think this is the thing that turns into a gun later on. But let's continue watching. That hair physics is on point.
뒤로 물러나.
So we see it deflect. So one of the things that the director said as well is, like, you know, we see here with this deflect, there's definitely going to be he says that, you know, there's going to be a lot of evasion and deflecting, parrying, that's going to play into your combat and play into how you fight. And we even see here, like, you know, she gets the first time, right? But then she deflects that second move, which from what the director is saying, when you do like deflects or dodges or things like that, those, when you do those actions, they will play into your combat, your combo strings. So you'll actually be able to combo off of doing those types of actions, which I think is really good, because you want that flow of combat to really flow really nicely and not really bog you down with anything. And from what I've seen with the combat here definitely seems really fast paced. Damn, she got hit. Look at this. Really fast paced, really flashy. And again, we're gonna see the article. The director, he points that out as well. You know, look at the deflects, all the deflects that's here. One more deflect. Yep, look at that. That's nice. This is a cut too. This is not all. So when we see the third deflect, right? 1, 2. This is gonna be the third one, right? Deflect. This is a cut. That's not. So whatever happens here, they cut to Eve doing what she was doing here. But that, you know, obviously that's a nice edit, you know, because it's so fast paced. You know, if we were watching this at regular speed, you wouldn't even pick up on that, right? So like, let's go back and look at that at regular speed. We'll see. It's quick, you know. And then there go the gun. So the gun has me interested. So Yoko, is it Yukitaro? Yukitaro, the creator of Nier Automata. I'm butchering his name, but you know, he definitely was giving praise to the game. Yeah, Yukitaro, I believe is his name. He was giving a lot of praise to the game. One of the guys that created Nier Automata, he actually was giving this game a lot of praise, which you know, that gets me hyped, because you know, I love Nier Automata. I thought that was a really great game. I enjoyed my time with it, and I'm getting those vibes here as well, especially if we're looking at this like gun, because you know, Nier Automata had like the sword combat abilities and stuff like that, but you also had like that gun that also came out that you could, you know, the little gun robot thing. And so we're seeing something like that here, where you know, she's also going to have a gun, she's going to have a weapon. And if we look closely right here, so you see he's kind of the little robot thing is floating around with you. And then we're going to see here that she's going to, you know, whatever button she might press or whatever, he's going to then go to her, transform into a gun, and then she's going to shoot, right? So watch, you know, we see him right here floating around, right? She does her thing here, which I think is pretty cool. And then you see, comes to her, transforms into a gun and starts shooting. So, you know, it's definitely got its Nier Automata vibes, which clearly you can see, like, you know, some of the inspirations, right? Which I think is great, right? I still think this will have its own identity, you know, with Eve and the story and the characters, but even the music that we hear throughout this trailer as well, I think it's just really dope. It's really good. So I'm definitely digging this. I'm digging, like, you know, the aesthetic and what we got going on here. I think that's pretty dope. Yo, the enemy, real quick too, the enemy variety in this game is really good as well, man. Like, we see a host of different enemies and bosses that you're going to be coming across, which I think is pretty dope. You know, we see this little laser boss right here. You know what this boss kind of reminds me of is just a little bit was the that circus boss, although it's a laser and not like orbs. But you know, I'm liking the variety a lot. So that looks like a phase, some type of phase shift. let's slow that down, because that looks like a phase shift or something that she does right there, right? So she's fighting him, and then we're gonna see some type of like phase shift. Hold up, there she goes. She's fighting him. You see this little blue light. Yeah, she does. So she's doing some type of phase shift. And again, like I said, the director said, there's gonna be parries and dodge and stuff like that. So I wonder if, that you may start off with like a basic dodge, and then, you'll be able to level up your with some type of skill tree or skill points or something like that. But clearly this is a phase dodge or whatever she's doing right here. You see the blue light, and then she kind of like just appears right here. Now maybe that might be that might be part of like the cinematic or whatever they're doing, right? Or that might be an actual phase dodge that you could do. I hope there's a phase dodge. I think a phase dodge would be dope. But then as we can see, like she goes like straight from dodging into a combo, and even here, oh, that looks nasty. Look at that. Slicing them up, and we see the slice marks. Yo, straight wash them. Let's watch the rest of this trailer.
세상 모독이에요.
릴리, 부탁해. 난 이러기 위해 태어난 거야.
이렇게 된 이상 나도 몰라요.
고용이의 천사여, 이번에는 우리를 구원할 수 있겠는가?
So one of the things I'm noticing throughout this trailer is everyone is looking to Eve for help. So I think with this game, Eve is gonna be like this savior, if you will, of Earth, right? Because even in the first trailer, like we see a lot of things were taking place in space originally, and now we're seeing a lot of things taking place on Earth, right? Like where she flew out she was in space falling, and then obviously she fell to Earth or whatever might have happened. But then like we see in the second trailer, like she found like these friends or these people that want her to save Zion and save the people from the natives. So she's definitely gonna be a savior within this game.
구원할 수 있겠는가?
Wait, what did he? I'm just not catching that. What did he say? Huh. So the Oracle, he says, "Can you save us this time?" Huh. That's very interesting. Can you save us this time? So clearly that's implying that she tried at some point and failed. Maybe, we're going to be dealing with time skips or time jumps, or, going back and forth through time, right? Or different dimensions or something like that. That's very interesting that this Oracle guy is saying this. Can you save us this time? Does that mean she failed before? Very, 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 very intriguing.
겠는가?
Yes, sir. PlayStation 5 console exclusive. Yes, sir. 2023. Yo, PlayStation has been killing it. You feel me? Shout out to PlayStation. Shout out to Shift Up. Real quick, I just want to go through the blog article as well. So there was a blog article that was put out. So this is from Kim Hoyoung Tae. He is the director of Shift Up Corporation. And he talks about he's really happy to finally be able to reveal more information. He reveals the title of the game, and then the meaning of Stellar Blade. So this really struck me as very interesting. So the title is a combination of stellar, which signifies stars in Latin, and blade, which defines Eve's existence. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So when I think of stars, you know, obviously I think stars in the sky, and we saw in the first trailer that Eve did fall from the sky. Like, you know, she was in space, and whatever happened, you know, she was in the vacuum of space, and you know, she was falling or whatever the case may be. And we even see here certain things, certain events that are happening where it's taking place in space. But the blade that defines her, Eve's existence. So is she like some type of samurai that lives by the sword? Is that supposed to define who she is as a person? Meaning, you know, she's very sharp as in like sharp mind, very smart, very quick and things like, you know, what does that mean? You know, defines the blade which defines Eve's existence. I think that's really cool. Where the point of that blade will lead you to, that's entirely up to you. So that's leading me to believe that there might be some choice driven things here. And even, you know, we heard what the Oracle said. Are you going to save us this time? Are there different, you know, there could be different dimensions. There could be, you know, you being able to go back and forth in time, or the Oracle being able to see what happens in the future and, you know, telling you like, oh, are you going to save us this time? Or are you going to fail? So I think that's really interesting. The other thing too is I wanted to talk about was just like the action real quick. So obviously there's going to be a lot of awesome bosses within this game. So, you know, the director, he says Stellar Blade introduces action combat that requires deflecting and evading the natives' attacks at a precise timing that will also connect to combos and unique skills. Throughout the game, you will arm yourself with unique beta skills and intense burst skills, which I promise will be pleasing to the eye. Brace yourselves, bosses' strengths are on a completely different level compared to common natives, offering a challenging and strategic combat encounter. So I like I said, I do like being able to combo off of dodges and parries and deflects and things like that. I think it adds a different level of dynamic, a different level of a dynamic experience when it comes to combat, being able to approach situations more uniquely, a little bit more methodical, I feel like, depending on the situation. So I think some of the beta skills or the intense burst skills that he's talking about is like when we saw Eve when she did this, I think it's this here. When she did this move here. So I'm thinking this might be, and let's slow that down so that y'all can really see what I'm talking about here. So I'm thinking we actually see a beta skill and a burst skill. I'm gonna point it out. So we see, watch Eve. So you see how she charges up here and her sword lights up and whatnot. I'm thinking that might be a beta skill. And like he said, being able to combo into dodges, deflects, and things like that. If you're able to combo into stuff like that, why wouldn't you be able to also combo from a beta skill into an intense burst skill, right? So I'm thinking this here is the beta skill, right? Which is like that strong slash. And then you see the cut. You see like it's almost as if you're going into a different move, right? So we do the beta skill, right? Watch the sword, right? The sword, all right, you did your move. Now you're going into a different move. Now we're going into the burst skill. Now this is the intense burst skill. This is the intense burst skill. Like it has to be, right? So I think that's really, really cool. And then obviously there's some really beautiful screenshots here. I definitely think, you know, you guys should definitely take a look at this article, this blog post when you get a chance. I'll link it in the comments down below. This was phenomenal, man. This was a great trailer. It's got me that much more excited for the game. I can't wait to pick this up and get my hands on this. And you know, we definitely going for the platinum. We know we definitely putting a lot of time into this. You know, it's just a great time for PlayStation all around. You know, with all the great games, right? But you know, listen, shout out to Shift Up. Also, Shift Up, they are based out of Seoul, Korea. So shout out to them over there in Korea. That's, you know, they making some, you know, awesome looking game with Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade, formerly known as Project Eve. It comes out 2023. It is a PlayStation 5 console exclusive, so this is a next gen only title. So this is only going to be playable on PlayStation 5 and probably PC as well. But shout out to, like I said, Shift Up, shout out to PlayStation, and listen guys, I hope you enjoyed this trailer breakdown and analysis. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, give me your thoughts, let me know what you're thinking. Are you picking this game up? Are you not picking this up? What's your favorite part of the trailer? If you got any other thoughts or theories about what this story could be, who the natives might be, or whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments, man. And like I said, if you do enjoy the content, a like would be super appreciated. Comment and things like that helps with the YouTube algorithm and helps your boy grow, man. We're trying to get to 3,000, you feel me? I appreciate y'all so much. And I'll see you guys next time, man. It's been your boy Persona. I'm out, guys. Peace.